Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20. To the air, it's Milroe. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Long incompletions, okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Ibuka. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw. Got the quick pass. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Third down after the run. The give is to Miller. Keeps the legs moving. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now adjusting. Firing to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for his own.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 7, Alabama 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's Milroe. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Touch pass on the run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Dropping back, it's Howard. He's got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking for his man. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Try to barge their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll immediately call timeout.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
I had to have it. 4th and goal. It's go time. I get nothing or I get a touchdown, and they go to the quarterback sneak. Not a surprise. Now you see it so much in college football, NFL football. Guys pushing him, trying to get him across the goal line, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hale. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air. It's Milroe. Looking deep. It's caught. Spins away with great balance. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one off.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to the run. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
At halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Getting some heat. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Skips away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, and these hurt. Just defensively, you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. You got to make them make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
A about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up.
And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down.
As a defender, love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. Offense in the hurry up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Miller with the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. He's loose. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're lining up to boot it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it.
All kinds of running room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Finds his big tight end. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock and take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's looking to pass. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns it on in midfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Trying to get to him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Keeps it going. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Gets away from 1. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. one more play to pad the stats. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Howard. Fires left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Play on first down. It's a draw. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Howard. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University, all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Pocket starts to collapse. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. The 20, inside the 10, touchdown Bama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd and short now after that completion. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Really nice play getting that 1st down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the...
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do? Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Alabama pushing the tempo.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On the run, still looking. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. A lot of urgency for this offense.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's...
Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and is picked off. And And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense right now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Steps away to find some room. Got some room in into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gassed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection and so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school vent. And they got him for the sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
The Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Feeling some heat. Fires on the move. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Alabama quickly back to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
What a snag by the defense. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it downfield. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down one.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Dances away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw here on second down. He'll take the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more snap coming before halftime. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Just couldn't find an open man. And it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Grab near the marker, it's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He makes the connection. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Off play action on first down. Coming after it. Finds a crease at the 20. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Any electric run has him set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Extending the play. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Looking for the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Howard. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Past the 50. The 30. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
First down, Alabama. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 23, Ohio State 13.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give as they work on that clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Alabama pushing the tempo.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Hard run. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. He'll try it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Starts to scramble to the left. The offense coughs it up. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the pit.
The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing. To fumble in that situation and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ibuka. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was out on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They get to him as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense,